Yo, what's going on? Welcome to RapClout interview. It's your boy Art. Today we got a very special guest in the building.
Oh, thank you.
Should I put a little sauce on special? Because I feel like I say special a lot, but this time it's special.
You put a lot. You put sauce on that. That was nice. Thank you.
What's up, Controverse? How you feeling?
I'm feeling actually like the best me. I'm feeling really, really good.
Damn, that's a bar. I'm feeling like the best me. What does that mean? What does the best you look like? Or feels like? What does that feel like?
The best me feels confident, inspired, and free. Free. The best me feels free. Butterflies.
Were you not free before? Or did you not feel free before?
I didn't feel free. And no, I wasn't free. I was shackled down. I was tied up. I was in something, so I'm out of it now, but I don't even want to dwell on that too much, child.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad you feel free, confident, which you should. But I want to let's take it back, right? Because I watched the interview of yours, and you said you got into rapping to stay off the streets. So I just want to know, what were you doing in the streets of East New York that made you wanted to be safe by getting into music?
I was a badass. Like, it's funny that you bring that up because I just filmed something yesterday, and they came to my hood, to my town, and was speaking to people, and they asked one of the boys, but they didn't even ask him. It's just like, yo, give me some words about Controverse. And he's like, what? This boy used to wreak havoc around here. Like, even one of the security guards that like patrolled the area, he was patrolling it when I was younger. He was just like, yo, that boy, what?
What were you so angry about though? Like, just the environment that you were in?
No, I think I was just always with the boys. So it wasn't even I was angry. I think I was just always with the boys. So when they was fighting outside, I had to fight too. You know, so when I'm not gonna say intruders, but the people we had beef with from the next hood, when they would come over and, you know, pop their shit and, you know, get it poppin', I had to fight too. I was one of the dudes. I couldn't run, you know, I couldn't go with the girls. I had to fight. So I was outside really being bad. Fighting. I wouldn't even say it was so much more so to even defend myself or anything like that. I think I was just bad. Like, you said anything wrong to me, you did anything wrong to me, anything. Bitch, what you said? Mink, like.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, where did that anger come from? Did that just come out, like, just out of nowhere? Or was there, because you understood at a young age, like I said, the environment that you were in, you had to be you had to put this certain energy out?
I wouldn't say because of my environment I had to put this energy out. Because I feel like I don't think my environment made me. I think I'm just me in my environment. So I can't give you where the anger was coming from, because even if I was angry, you know, I think it was like little things at that time. Because when I first started rapping, I wasn't out the closet, so it wasn't an identity thing or anything like that, or, you know, a sexuality thing. I don't think it was that. I think it was more so just, even with me having my feminine ways and things like that, I just always had to show, like, I'm a man first, don't play with me, you know? So I think that's what it means. I can't give you the answer of where the anger came from, but just know I was outside and I was mad. Like, if a bitch said something, I wasn't trying to hear it. I wasn't trying to talk it out. It was go time.
I'm glad you brought up hip hop, because that's a thing for people in the black community, right? Is we fall to hip hop as, you know, to rescue us from a lot of things that we're going through, or sports, right? So I guess I wanted to ask, do you think it's a good thing that hip hop is a salvation for people in the black community instead of other careers, like, you know, being a doctor or wanting to aspire to be an astronaut or just something else? Like, is it a good thing that we aspire to be in a hip-hop musician?
Yes, and I say yes because it gives us the opportunity to really be ourselves. I feel like when we go into them fields, like a doctor or a nurse or a lawyer or anything like that, you kind of have to put on this professional cap. You have to kind of put on this, let me, you know, when you was younger, your mother said, you know how to act outside. Like, you know, act like you got some sense. When you are a doctor and those things, you have to act like you got some sense. As a hip-hop artist, not saying that you can be... Not saying that you, what am I trying to say? I'm saying with being a hip hop artist, you can more so, you know how they say it's a time and a place for everything? With being a hip hop artist, you don't really have to hear that. Because I could come in this interview right here and be obnoxious as fuck. I could be in the studio obnoxious as fuck. I could just be free as a hip hop artist. And I think that's why, like, even when I started writing when I was younger, I started with poetry. But I feel like poetry wasn't allowing me to express myself the way I really wanted to.
You feel like it wasn't black? You weren't sounding black enough? Or
yeah, and I wasn't able to black out the way I wanted to and the way I really wanted to express myself. And I think with hip hop, there's no boundaries. Like you don't have to be a certain way in order to do hip hop. That's why I'm here and we're here. And yeah.
But does that destroy dreams though? Because or not even destroy a dream, but I guess influence or take away from the ecosystem, right? Because we need our people in these different spaces, right? So if we eliminate that by just pushing the hip hop culture in our community, don't we like in a way like hurt us because we take away a voice from being a doctor or
not at all? Because if you're a black man and you want to be a doctor, go be the doctor.
But they don't think that's cool. Like, no one's making that cool for a black person to be a doctor, right? You make it cool for a black man to want to be a rapper or a ball player.
Are we making it cool for a white guy to be a doctor?
Okay, I see your point.
Yeah, it's like, go be Mr. Man, if you want to go be a doctor, Mr. Black man, go be a doctor. If you want to be a lawyer, go be a lawyer. If you want to wake up and be a rapper, go be a rapper. Even with putting on the professional cap, you can still have fun, but like I said, being a doctor, there's a time and a place for everything. You shouldn't be on the operating table making jokes.
Facts.
Exactly. But if you're in the lunchroom or in the break room with your friends or y'all, clocking out or on the way to clock in or even just walking through the hospital, make your jokes, be yourself, be you, be free. You feel me? But you have to put on your professional cap when it's time to. Same with rap, but at the same time, you could just still be a little more. I just feel like with rap, with hip hop, it's just there's no real boundaries. Like it's an all day job. It's an all day job. So it's like when you wake up, you're a rapper. When you go to sleep, you're a rapper.
Yeah.
With a doctor, you're a doctor when you step into that room. You're a doctor when you clock in. You're not a doctor after hours. Are you?
Kinda, because you still get called like whenever. So if something goes down, you're still on the clock.
Well, that's not my field, so I don't know. And I wasn't trying to be no doctor growing up. Hell no. I knew from junior high school my ass was gonna be a rapper, and that's what I am.
I guess my only point I was trying to make is that I would love for young people in our neighborhood to aspire to want to fill different space instead of just want to be a rapper, because it just seems like hip hop is becoming saturated. And I would like for people, a young kid in the hood to be like, man, you know what? Man, I'm going to be a doctor. You know what I'm saying? So if you go be a doctor, that invites other young people to be inspired to want to be a doctor because you make it cool.
And also, doctors are not so much in the forefront. It's a media thing as well.
True,
So
yes.
Everybody wants to be a star.
Yes.
It's not. It's a media thing at that too. Because I totally understand where you come from. You want to see more young black men say, they want to be a lawyer, they want to be an astronaut, they want to be these things other than just the typical old rapper. But at the same time, what's forced in society's face? Hip hop culture, music. So, growing up, that's what they hear. They don't hear a doctor, on the radio, or they don't see a doctor. It's just not. Those are dreams that it's just not happening.
Yeah.
It's just not happening. It's not in the media. It's not in the forefront. It's just not happening. Because, for instance, a young lady, people don't know, an educator, we were on Zoom the other day, and she said, what did she say? She said, at the end of it, because I think it was high school teacher, something, we had the high school students come in and speak to the kids. She said, well, something, I'm going to be the president of the United States. Young black girl. I said, whoa.
That's fire.
I really stopped and looked at her like, whoa, okay, well, she's going to be the president of the United States. She said, everybody knows this. I said, okay, so she got her mindset, she's going to be the president. That shocked me. Yeah. So it's not every child in the world want to be the next video girl or, rapper. Not every student, not every child. There's kids out there that really still have dreams and aspire to be, these great things in life, so.
Okay, so back to you. So you said at that time you weren't trying to you wanting to be a rapper or you being tough in the streets wasn't a character because you were being a rapper or because you wanted to be a rapper at that time. You didn't even had dreams of being a rapper, right?
There's no cap in my rap. I feel like it wasn't even a dream. I felt like it was me.
It was just you. So when did you actually started, I guess, rapping or just making this thing more you, if that makes sense?
Well, I've been singing since 8. I started rapping at 12. I would say I was in junior high school. I started rapping, and you know, the boys, they was, oh, you trying to be like Lil Kim, you trying to be, no. I'm like, what? Get out of here. Like, no, I'm not. Then Nicki Minaj came into play. And, you know, her being a feminist or a feminine lady, you know, being a woman, and me being gay and actually be feminine, that was the first thing they was comparing me to. Oh, you want to be Nicki Minaj? You want to be Nicki Minaj? Oh, my goodness. So I had to take some time off because my name was first Ninja when I was 12 years old.
Yeah.
My rap name was Ninja. I took some time off, and I had to find myself, like my sound, the things I'm inspired by, the things I actually like. I did that, and I would say from probably like 12th grade, what year was that? 2014, 2015? I would say Controverse was officially a staple, and we're going to make this happen. We're going to do this.
So when around that time did you start perfecting the animated sound? Because you're very animated.
Think I'm animated?
I think you are. I think you are. I think you are. Like I said, you can tell that if you pay attention to the East New York mixtape, right? That's the one I listen to, and like Quiet Storm or Ride or Die Bitch, like those are animated records, right? So I think you are animated.
Okay, well I'll take that because my 5th slot on my top 5 is a bunch of animated people, so I'll take that. But I'm sorry, what was your question one more time?
When did you start perfecting?
Perfecting it.
I mean, it sounds like you didn't even know you were animated. You were just doing it.
Well, because I feel like that's my personality. So if you feel like I was trying to be animated on the song, I'm sorry.
No, I don't think, maybe I'm wording it wrong. But I don't think you were trying. I'm not saying you were trying. I'm just saying you are animated.
So are you asking me like when did I start perfecting my craft? Like perfecting it?
Yeah.
I would say like 2015, 2016. Is where I kind of took the step back to say, okay, things got to be cleaner. It's not just, you know, randomly spaz out. Because before I used to just rap and the topics was all over the place, child. If you go back to the Ninja days, I was all over the place talking about things that I didn't even know what the fuck I was talking about. But I think around 2015, 16, more so 16 is where I just kind of started cleaning up the sound and saying, okay, this ain't really too pleasing or appealing to the ear. Let me say it this way. Let me say it that way. Started taking a little bit more time in the studio and actually doing different versions to records. Not just leaving out of there with one take. And actually getting a little more confident in my voice. 2015, 2016. I don't want to lie to you.
Yeah, I was gonna bring that up. I was gonna say the confidence, the skills, and I know you brought it up and you hate the comparison, but it does resemble a Nicki Minaj, right? And I can see the influence, right? But I guess for me, it's more of a, was she an influential person to you when you started rapping, or did it just happen like that?
I'm not gonna lie and say she wasn't influential. She really was. She's top 3 in my top 5. So
I agree.
I give her nothing but credit, but at the same time, I believe we're both from New York. And a lot of people, so when it comes out to the public, it's like, oh, you trying to be like Nicki Minaj? Nah, we're both from New York. We kind of got the same attitude. We kind of, you know what I'm trying to say? So that's where I think the confusion comes from when they start comparing a lot of the New York artists. We're all from here. So we're going to rap braggadocious. We're going to come off like, you know we that bitch. Like, you know, that's just what comes with it. So yeah, she's an inspiration, but I'm still me.
Yeah.
Like, I'm still me.
Okay, let's pause for a second because I want to have this conversation so bad. And I'm glad you brought it up. I'm really glad you brought it up. I've been wanting to have this conversation with people for a long time. Top 3, Nicki Minaj. Because I feel like Nicki Minaj's impact in hip-hop doesn't get respected enough, right?
At all.
If we, like, can we, for a second, pay attention to, like, what Nicki has done? Like, I think Nicki influenced a lot in the past decade, right? In my opinion.
She is the past decade.
Thank you. And I think like what Nicki did for hip hop, as far as like she's very complex. She's provided different range. We can itty bitty piggy. We can go to monster, and she's spitting like an MC. But then she's also confident enough to switch it up and give us like a Barbie song, like "See Right Through You," right? Like, so I guess I'm glad you brought it up, because I want you to speak on why do you think Nicki's stamp in hip hop isn't respected as much as it should be?
I think it's not respected because when she stepped into the game, the whole industry went pop. Everybody, from Chris Brown to Pitbull to Flo Rida to everybody. So in order for her to, stand her ground and really have longevity, she had to switch it up. And as an artist, that's what you do. Mm-hmm. She did the job. They gave her a task and she executed it phenomenally. I don't think anybody else could have done that. And that's why I think she's not respected, because she went pop. So a lot of people, oh, that's a pop star, that's this, that's that. But when she spit, she's a rapper.
Yeah.
They will never give her the credit. And a lot of people won't get over the Kim thing. And, I think she's the GOAT. Nicki's the GOAT because she took pieces of each female GOAT, like of each of the female rappers. And now we got Nicki Minaj.
Facts.
And she said this in multiple interviews. She mentioned all of the girls' names. People don't like to, bring that stuff up. But she's done said in multiple interviews where she loved Kim, she loved Foxy, she loved Missy, she loved Queen Latifah. And she loved all these girls. But when you really take a piece and you listen to the albums and you really break it down, Nicki has a lot of the GOATs that you could, you can compare her to the greats.
Yeah.
And she's one of them now. And I think she don't get the credit because she went pop. Honestly, because she went pop. But we're going pop. She executed it well, and she was still rapping on those pop beats.
Yeah.
It's just, hip hop was fucking with him. I always felt like Nicki never really got love from hip hop.
Still don't.
From hip hop, no. Nicki came in the game and she didn't get the love Drake got.
That's the next person I was gonna bring up, because when you switch the argument to pop, that's the same with Drake. So what's the difference is what I'm trying to get to.
Remember, they didn't like Nicki animated voices. Yeah. But when Kendrick came out with his animation after Swimming Pools or whatever the song was, Kendrick got titled a fucking GOAT on, I think, XXL or Complex or one of the magazines. And I believe Nicki tweeted it and said, damn, when I was making crazy voices, y'all called me a weirdo. Y'all didn't look at it as art. Y'all called me a weirdo. But this man comes out in hip hop and makes weird voices and things like that, and this is considered art? Double standard here. That's not cool. Nicki's the GOAT. The GOAT. I said it. Always gonna be the GOAT. These female rappers after her. Everybody sounds like her and look like her. When she came out, it was get this fake butt out of here, butt shots, Every female after her. Show me a girl that's mainstream, really on radio or in our faces, who's slim body, natural, or rapping about the earth. Show me.
Yeah, but that's part of the reason why I think she changed a lot of things, right? Because she does give that aggression. She does have that aggressive music, but she's on radio, right? And there's not that many female. I mean, Meg, you can say Meg, but she's not doing it at a level that Nicki is still doing.
And because of Nicki, Meg is able to come out here and do what she's doing. I don't care what no one says. Because before Nicki, every girl was trying to rap so hard and aggressive. Every bitch was trying to be a Remy Ma. Every girl, when they thought they had to come into the game rapping, they was trying to be a Remy Ma. No girl came into the game. After Nicki Minaj, these bitches is Am I lying? They say Kim started the wigs. Kim, you started it. But when you was out here in 1999, the 2000s wearing your wigs, my mother wasn't walking outside with no pink wig on her head. Nicki Minaj came outside and made it a trend. 10 years later, 20 years later after you, and made it a trend. Gave you your credit. I got it from Kim. Cool. It's mine now. Now when you see these girls outside rocking wigs, they're not saying Little Kim. They're saying Nicki Minaj. Yeah. Every girl in the industry today, these rap artists today, y'all cannot tell me that these girls wouldn't, and this is what bothers me. These girls get into interviews. A lot of these artists get into interviews and they ask, who's your top 5? They say every other female but Nicki Minaj. Y'all mean to tell me if I go on y'all iPods when y'all was in high school, y'all wasn't itty bitty piggied out. Y'all wasn't Roman's Revenge and come on, y'all bitches is lying. I think Nicki's.
I don't give a fuck who you are. When that, I was in the plane with the when that shit comes on.
You call me Whitley. I go to Hill, man.
I'm just saying. I don't give a fuck who you are. When that shit comes on, you know that shit.
The baddest in the game. Excuse me, honey, because nobody's in my lane.
Hey, but I mean, transitioning off of Nicki, right? Because the last freestyle you just dropped, it seems like to me, you know, the longevity that you have, it seems like you're very confident, of course, but to me it seemed like you still are like seeking approval, like you feel like something is missing from like people accepting you as far as like a dope rapper, like and it seemed like, because you have some lines where you throw in there like, I've been doing this for a minute but y'all still don't seem to catch on that I'm this nice. Like, why do you think you're seeking approval from people for so?
I feel like I'm gonna always push my pen. It's not a seeking approval. It's let me shut you the fuck up before you say anything out your mouth. Every line has to be a bar. I can't put together a rap that I feel like if I spit it without the beat, you ain't gonna feel it. I need you to feel my raps. So every line has to be a bar. So I don't even think it's so much for approval. I think it's so much just to, nigga, I'm here. You ain't even gonna be able to slip through the cracks. Like, I'm here and I'm posted. You can't tell me I'm whack. I can't give you a chance to. Like, what? This rap is a sport at that. Like, and I'm very competitive. So I'm always put my best foot forward. So if you feel like I'm seeking approval, I'm sorry. I just feel like I'm going in.
Yeah.
And every time a beat come on, every time it's time to put the pen to the pad, I'ma go in.
But do you feel like you get like people acknowledge your presence as a rapper?
Yes, I feel like I get my love and my respect as a rapper. As an artist, no. As a rapper, yes. Like,
break that down. What do you mean?
They'll love to call me for a cypher. Or when certain artists send me beats and they send me records to get on, it's always a lot of people try to take me boom bap, and that's not really my. Don't get me wrong, I come off so aggressive and my cadence is so, my father Kiss, I love him. But I'm just a little harder than that. Like, yeah, I'm just hard. Like, I just think I'm just hard, bro. Like, I just think I'm hard. That's what it is. I'm aggressive. It's rap. Like, it's a sport. Like, so I always got to put my best foot forward.
Will that ever change?
No.
Because, like you said, sometimes you got to play into what the people want. Because Nicki did it, right? So, I mean, not to keep going back to that comparison, but as far as, like, elevating yourself in your career, don't you feel like you got to switch it up sometimes?
And even when I do switch it up, I'm going to still put my best foot forward. Always. You're going to always say on the record, oh, he think he all that. Oh, he think he the shit. Who you're gonna always ask, who is that? What's on? Who is what? Why is he spazzing like that? Even it could be a love song. Why is he spazzing like that? It could be a sad. Why is he spazzing? I'm gonna always spazz out. That's what I do. I'm Controverse. God damn it! What the hell? Stop acting like you ain't know.
I want to get a little personal right now. I love a
cry.
no. But there was a conversation you had on Flip the Script podcast out there. Salute to them. I was listening to the interview, and there's a conversation y'all had, and I want to get into that.
That was so long ago. God, I'm a fuck Flip up. Shout out to DJ Money too.
No, but I think it was an interesting conversation that still live right now, even though it was long ago, right? But I think it's really important because they were talking about you being a gay rapper, and you said no, I'm a black man. Like it was like, oh, you're a gay man, and you're like, no, I'm a black man. And I think I think that's the conversation I want to have, is that I feel like when people put that label on you, I guess my question to you is, do you feel like people are dehumanizing or devaluing you from you just being a human or you being talented by saying, oh, you're a gay rapper or you're a gay man? Like, no.
I don't feel like it's devaluing. I feel like they try to make it devaluing. Like, oh, that's a gay rapper. Well, I am actually gay, but that has nothing to do with it. I'm a rapper. Let me shut that down right there. Let me let you know I am confident. I am good. I'm comfortable in my sexuality. I'm comfortable in my skin. But that's not what we're here to put in the forefront. For what? That's what I do in the privacy of my bedroom. Why are we speaking about this? What did me sitting here in this room have to do with being gay, period? Like, you know, I can't even understand if I was voguing or anything. That have nothing to do with it. It has nothing to do with it. That's honestly how I feel. So I feel like people try to dehumanize when they put that title, but I don't allow them to.
I would say the same thing for like female rappers. Even though we kind of have to say it, but like to me it's just like, why can't we just put them in a category with rappers? Why it's got to be like, oh, it's female rappers over here, and then
yes, but then you know that's
over here.
You know that's also a double standard because with a female rapper, you know, they can scream, oh, let me be people are comfortable with female rappers.
Yeah,
you get what I'm trying to say? Nobody's comfortable with a gay rapper. They're comfortable with a lesbian rapper. They're not comfortable with a gay rapper. So why we continuously make the people uncomfortable? I don't want to. It's not even make them uncomfortable. That has nothing to do with it. What does my sexuality? No, I'm a black man. I'm a black rapper. How about that? I'm a rapper. I'm a rapper.
Facts.
That's it. Period. That's all that matters.
Before we get off this topic, speak to equality. Then, do you feel like gay rappers are accepted and treated equally as, you know, just rappers? Other rappers?
A few. But I feel like the ones that run with the title are not. A few. But the ones that run with this title, no. You boxing yourself in. Your competition is them gay people over there. You putting yourself in a box with that title. I don't want to be boxed in at all. I'm a rapper. I want to rap. That's it.
All right, so let's talk about something more rapping. Because I wanted to talk my shit with you today, right? Because when I'm listening to the 2020 EP, The Niggas Ain't Loyal, I'm like, all right, we got to talk.
That song right there, let me tell you, that song was not even mixed properly. No, the version I put out, and I'm going to fuck Preach Gold up. Shout out to Preach Gold. Preach Gold sent me the record and said, this is it. I know it is. I know it's the final version. He sent me that. Oh my God. I didn't even listen to it. I just believed him. So I uploaded it onto DistroKid and all that good stuff. And child, when it came out and I went to listen to that song, I wanted to die. Wow. I promise. It was not mixed properly. The auto-tune was crazy. And then mind you, I have a version that sounds actually good. It actually sounds good. But the version that's on it, so for you to say niggas ain't loyal, that song made me cringe.
Nah, the reason why
I know you hear how crazy that sounds. You know it sounds crazy.
I like it, but
thank you.
But there's the conversation I want to have from that record is I want to like, when you say niggas ain't loyal, right? Are you saying like broke niggas? Because when I think about that, I think broke niggas these days are so, and I'm broke niggas, so I'm thinking for us. Broke niggas have so much confidence these days that they're treating their partners way worse than regular, like rich niggas who got money. Like, why? When did this change?
I think it changed. I can't even say during the pandemic. Damn, I can't even say it changed then. But yeah, these niggas just ain't loyal. They switch for $1. They, you know, that song is about my previous situation, and I gave so much into that just to realize in the end, people are really not loyal, and they will. Not everybody, but people are really for themselves. That's what that song is about. People being for themselves.
Give me an example where you felt like you had to test your inner circle for loyalty.
A time I had to test my inner circle for loyalty. I can't really put it on my inner circle. I can't really put that on there. But not on my inner circle now. Yeah, but on a.
It doesn't have to be your inner circle.
Okay,
maybe I'm reaching with that, but it could be outside, you know, just people that you're close to, you felt like you had to test them for loyalty? You felt like they weren't as loyal as maybe you.
I don't think I ever tested anyone. I give people the chance to prove themselves and show themselves. So I don't think I ever put that test out there. Like, oh, let me test this bitch temperature. Let me see if she really liked that or he really liked that. When the situation presents itself, if you don't show up and show out, then bitch, you ain't loyal. You gotta go. But I would never put anyone in a situation to test anything. No, that's not me.
Is it me, or does it feel like nowadays it's unrealistic to expect loyalty from someone?
It is expected, but then I'm a person, like I just said, I let people hang themselves. You know, I don't judge anyone by the cover. You have a clean slate with me right now until you do something wrong, you know? People are like, oh, he's a liar, he's going to be a liar. Okay, he's a liar to you. I don't know that he lied to me yet, so, you know? I just give people the equal opportunity to hang themselves, so.
All right, let's get a little bit more personal. Let's get a little bit more personal.
You keep wanting to get deeper and deeper. Pause.
Let's get a little pause. Let's get a little bit more personal. And you kind of touched on it a little bit, but I kind of want you to just expand on it. I know you said, you know, you were in a situation that just brought you to your lowest, and I remember you made a statement. You said love made you crash. Explain that.
I just felt like when I released the project last year, the Controverse project, I was going through it. You know what's the hardest part of it all? Detachment. Like, attachment is a drug. Like, to be attached to someone is a drug. Like, I really don't want to talk about this.
Well, speak to the surface level of it. You don't have to go deep into it.
It just
the
made
lessons,
me.
What did you take from it?
To put myself first. And no matter what anyone say to you or do to you or make you feel, just love yourself first. That's it. Just love yourself. Put yourself first. I really didn't want to talk about this. Can we not for real?
Yeah.
I need a second.
So look, I told you I've been listening to the music, right?
You got to love yourself.
But all right, so before we get out of here, the new single, ABCD.
Whoa, thank you. You know, it's funny. I always say ABDC because America's Best Dance Crew. That's what I grew up on. I can tell you.
But yeah, talk about that. They probably won't. How are we doing it? Because they probably won't see this until. Because I've heard it, but they probably ain't.
They not gonna hear it because Mouse Jones and Kevin wants me to put it out with a visual. So
but just talk about the
without visuals. That's it. It's 2021.
No records without visuals.
I can't even put out a song without a visual.
If you want the record to come out, shoot the video. That's it. Finish your interview.
All right, so
y'all heard the bitch. Y'all heard the nigga in the back, right? Y'all heard his light skin ass, right? Heard. So yeah, just give me a little bit more time. As far as the date for when it's coming out, I can't tell you that, but I'll probably shoot the video in the next 2 weeks.
Okay, so we're expecting it in the next 2 weeks.
No, you're expecting the video to be shot in the next 2 weeks.
And next 2 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Anything else? Project? Nothing.
I
gotta do the typical stuff.
I don't think I'm in project mode. But my producer Vio Lior did call me and say he wants to come to New York. He's from Philly. Yeah. He wants to come to New York and lock in and create something. So Kev was there for that conversation. Gonna make that happen.
It doesn't seem like you're pushing anything off. And I know I said that was the last question, but to me, it doesn't seem like you're pushing anything off of the EP that you have. That you have out.
The Controverse EP.
The Controverse EP.
No, because I just feel like that was from an era or from a time where I just was, I don't know, I think that project was put together with a bunch of music where I was just in the studio creating and I just threw 5 or 6 different sounds together. Like for instance, Gotta Get You Home, the bonus track on here, that's from 2016. I recorded that, laid that down in Cali. So, wow. And that goes to show you music is timeless. And yeah. I don't think I'm promoting anything. You know what's funny?
Talk to me.
I have a video I want to shoot off that project. Whoa, I thought about it like 3 days ago, but.
Talking in real time.
All right, let's end this guy. I gotta talk to him about that for real.
Yes, Controverse, I appreciate you for stopping through.
Thank you for having me.
No, thank you. Appreciate it. Time is valuable, so thank you for your time.
Thank you. You're welcome very much. So
anything? So yeah, just look at that camera. Let them know where they can follow you on the grams, the social media, all that beautiful
what's
stuff.
crazy? I didn't see this camera. I kept looking for these ones, but
yeah, that's your camera right there.
You can get me on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, everywhere at I am Controverse. Controverse is spelled CONTROVERSE. And yeah, holla at the kid. Get at me.
Yes, sir. It's RapClout interview. It's your boy Art. We'll see y'all, man. Peace.